In a bustling anthill deep in the heart of a sunny meadow, there lived a small ant named Andy. Andy was a dreamer, and he often gazed out of his tiny window, looking at the world beyond. He yearned to accomplish great tasks and make a difference in the world. He believed that despite his size, he could achieve anything if he put his mind to it. One bright morning, as Andy was preparing to set out on his adventure, his father, wise old Antley, stopped him and said, "Andy, I see the twinkle in your eyes and the determination in your heart. But remember, even the greatest accomplishments are often achieved through teamwork and cooperation." Andy was a little disappointed but knew that his father's words held wisdom. He decided to venture out of the anthill with the determination to prove himself while remembering the importance of working together. His journey began in a nearby garden where he encountered a group of ladybugs. They were busy collecting aphids from the leaves. Seeing the opportunity to prove his worth, Andy approached the ladybugs and offered to help. The ladybugs were appreciative and welcomed him to their team. Andy worked diligently, carrying aphids to a nearby leaf. However, he soon realized that his small size made it challenging to carry as many aphids as the ladybugs. His determination wavered, but he reminded himself of his goal to prove that even a little ant could accomplish great tasks. As the day turned into evening, the ladybugs had collected a generous amount of aphids, and they praised Andy for his hard work. They taught him that cooperation and teamwork allowed them to achieve their goal. Andy was grateful for the lesson and left the ladybugs with newfound respect for the power of working together. Continuing his journey, Andy encountered a group of industrious honeybees in a field of colourful wildflowers. The bees were busy collecting nectar, and the sweet aroma of the flowers filled the air. Andy couldn't resist offering his assistance. The bees accepted his offer and showed him how to gather nectar from the flowers. It was a delicate task, but Andy was determined to succeed. He zipped from one flower to another, sipping nectar and storing it in his tiny pouch. The honeybees were impressed by Andy's dedication and taught him the art of teamwork. They explained that by working together, they could produce honey, a true testament to the power of cooperation. Andy thanked the bees for their valuable lesson and set out on his way. As Andy ventured deeper into the meadow, he encountered a family of spiders who were spinning intricate webs among the grasses. Andy was amazed by their craftsmanship and offered his help. The spiders graciously accepted, and they showed him how to weave the threads of a web. Andy's small size allowed him to reach tight spaces that were difficult for the spiders. He diligently wove silk threads alongside them, creating beautiful patterns in the web. The spiders praised his patience and precision, and they explained that working together as a team allowed them to catch their prey and build their homes. As Andy left the spiders, he felt a sense of accomplishment and was grateful for the lessons he had learned from the ladybugs, honeybees, and spiders. He realized that, even though he was a small ant, he had a valuable role to play in the grand tapestry of the natural world. One day, while exploring the meadow, Andy came across a scene that filled his heart with concern. A mighty river had overflowed its banks, and a family of tiny frogs was stranded on a lily pad in the middle of the fast-flowing water. The frogs cried for help, and their plight touched Andy deeply.
Without hesitation, Andy sprang into action. He gathered a group of ants and devised a plan to build a sturdy bridge of leaves and twigs across the river to rescue the stranded frogs. The ants worked together tirelessly, carrying each piece to construct the bridge. As the bridge neared completion, other creatures in the meadow, including ladybugs, bees, and spiders, noticed the ants' efforts. They rushed to join in the rescue mission, understanding the importance of teamwork. With everyone's combined effort, the bridge was completed and the frogs hopped to safety. They thanked the assembled animals for their selfless teamwork and courage. The frogs' rescue became a legend in the meadow, and it was said that the day had been saved by creatures of all sizes, working together to achieve a common goal. Andy was no longer just a dreamer. He was a doer. He had learned that true accomplishment came not from individual feats but from the power of cooperation. The wisdom imparted by the ladybugs, honeybees, and spiders had prepared him for the moment when he could make a real difference. Twice, with a heart full of gratitude and a newfound understanding of the importance of working together, Andy returned to his anthill. He shared his experiences and the valuable lessons he had learned with his fellow ants. They listened with open hearts and embraced the idea of teamwork and cooperation. From that day on, the anthill thrived and the ants worked together to accomplish great tasks, just as Andy had always dreamed. The wisdom of the talking tree, his father Antley, and the lessons learned from the creatures in the meadow had become the foundation of their success, and Andy, the little ant with big dreams, realized that his greatest adventure was the journey of understanding, acceptance, and unity.